Good morning to all. Today I am going to say a few words about Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi was born on 2nd October 1869 in Porbandar, Gujarat. His full name was Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. His mother's name was Putlibai and father's name was Karamchand Gandhi. He married Kasturba Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi was a great follower of truth and non-violence and followed it throughout his life. He was a barrister by profession. Apart from completing legal education from England, he had to learn Indian law in Bombay. Before leading the Indian freedom movement, Gandhiji used to live in South Africa to fight against injustice and class division. From 1893 to 1914, Gandhi worked as an attorney and a public worker. He achieved success in Champaran Satyagraha, Keda Satyagraha, Salt Satyagraha, Quit India movement, etc. He followed his truthfulness and non-violence among the Indians. He saw the problems faced by the Indians and fight for freedom. Champaran Satyagraha was the first strike of Gandhi in India in 1917. Champaran was placed in Bihar. The peasants in Champaran were tortured by the British indigo planters. They forced the poor Indian peasants to produce indigo in very small price. Thus, Gandhiji came to protect the interest of Indian peasants. Gandhiji led organized protests and fight against the British. Next Satyagraha took place in 1918 at Keda in Gujarat. Here, the Indian peasants were badly affected by crop failure and epidemic. They were not able to pay revenue. Thus, he demanded to relax the revenue collection. So, Gandhiji organized the Satyagraha and was able to get relief Geda peasants. Then, Gandhiji organized a Satyagraha at Ahmedabad in 1918. The owners wanted to withdraw the plague bonus to the workers while the workers were demanding a hike of 35% in their wages. During the peaceful strike led by Gandhi, he underwent a hunger strike. The Ahmedabad mill strike was successful and the workers were granted the wage hike they wanted. Chauri Chaura was another important incident. It was happened on 4th February 1922 in Chauri Chaura village in Gorakhpur district of Uttar Pradesh. The incident led to killing of 22 policemen and immediate end of non-cooperation movement by Gandhi owing to violence. Appalled at the outrage, Gandhi went on a 5-day fast as penance for what he perceived as his culpability in the bloodshed. The Salt March, also known as the Salt Satyagraha, Dandi March and Dandi Satyagraha, was an act of non-violent civil disobedience in colonial India led by Gandhi. The 24-day march lasted from 12 March 1930 to 6 April 1930 as a direct action campaign of tax resistance and non-violent protest against the British salt monopoly. The three roundtable conferences of 1930 to 32 were a series of peace conferences organized by the British government and Indian political personalities to discuss constitutional reforms in India. These started in November 1930 and ended in December 1932. Gandhiji participated in the Second Roundtable Conference. Quit India movement was very important. Quit India movement was also known as August movement, launched at the Bombay session of the All India Congress Committee by Mahatma Gandhi on 8 August 1942, demanding an end to British rule in India. In this movement, Gandhi announced to the world, "Do or die." After many struggles and strikes, cabinet mission came to India aimed from the British government to the Indian leadership with the aim of preserving Indians' unity and granting its independence in 1946. In 1947, July 18, the British Parliament passed the Indian Independence Act. It is an act of the Parliament of the United Kingdom that partitioned British India into the two new independent dominions of India and Pakistan. On 1947, August 15, India became independent. Like Gandhiji, many other freedom fighters, Subhash Chandra Bose, Bhagat Singh, etc., devote their whole life to the service of nation. Mahatma Gandhi was assassinated on 30th January 1948 in the compound of Birla House. His assassin was Nathuram Godse, an advocate of Hindu nationalism. With these words, I conclude my speech. Thank you.